Hey, how are you? I'm good. You? Good. Please stop starting conversations like these at work. Everybody does this and it drives me crazy. Not only are these conversations so boring, but worse than that, they make you less memorable and they hurt your personal brand at work. So in this video, I'm going to give you some good conversation starters that are appropriate for work so you can master the small talk and be a great conversationalist. Hey, is that a new shirt? It looks nice. This is a great and work-appropriate conversation starter because it shows that you are detail-oriented. And it doesn't even have to be about their shirt. It can be about their pants, their belt, their hat, their haircut, their glasses, anything, really. Even if it's not new, they'll still really appreciate the compliment, and it's work-appropriate because you're complimenting something that they're wearing, not their physical appearance. Plus, it'll start a conversation that's not about work. Another really good conversation starter is, hey, I know this is a little random, but I want to take my family out for pizza, and I was wondering if you knew any good spots. People love to help others, especially if you're going to have them talk about pizza or whatever favorite food is local for you. Also, by acknowledging at the beginning that this is somewhat of a random question, this allows you to really casually slip this into any conversation at any time. And because you're talking about a really popular food, this can lead you to talk about other topics like where this person may be from, or if they like thin crust or deep dish crust, or anything, really. Now, to make this interaction even better, what you can do is take a picture of that meal that you end up getting and then email it to your coworker saying, thank you so much for the recommendation, it was delicious. Now, the third great conversation starter is, hey, what did you do last weekend? Now, pay close attention. This is very different than asking, hey, how was your weekend? If you ask it like that, most people will just say, good. And then your conversation will be over. And asking about their plans from the last weekend is much better than asking about future plans they may have this coming weekend. Because that question is asking about something in the future, if that person actually doesn't have plans yet, they may just say something like, I don't know. But because you're asking about the past, they will pretty much always have something to share, even if they just stayed at home and ordered takeout, because then you can talk about where they got takeout from and what is the best takeout Chinese food place near them. Next, because most of us will be probably working from home due to the pandemic, we're going to be doing a lot of video and virtual calls. So great conversation starters are when you can talk about or point out something in that person's background or virtual background. In fact, what you'll learn is most people actually stage their backgrounds on purpose. They may have some really cool flowers, pictures, posters, trinkets, something that you can point out because they have a really cool story behind it and they want to talk about it. Now, I've saved the very best conversation starter for last, and that is to do a memory recall. This is when you would recall or talk about something that you've both talked about in the past. It could be something like, hey, weren't you going on vacation to Hawaii with your family? What'd you end up doing on that trip? I just want to point out that this is very different than asking, how was your trip? Because they may just say, good. And then your conversation would be over. So as a general rule of thumb, open questions are always better. So there you have 5 proven conversation starters that are work appropriate. Now, when you are in a work situation, even a work happy hour, there are certain topics you need to avoid and not make assumptions about. These are things like race, gender, religion, cultural norms, job titles or levels, and anything sexual. Also, watch your tone of voice when you ask these conversation starters because that can change the entire message. If you ask a question like you're being dismissive, it won't be seen as genuine. So, what did you do this weekend? Or if you say it in kind of a creepy way, they may think you're flirting with them. So, what did you do this weekend? I hope this video was helpful. If it was, share it with a friend, drop a like, and subscribe for more weekly free career content. See you in the next video.